Cause I'm running the rebels. You.
Yeah. What up?
What up?
How's it going? Hey, what up, my dude? Good seeing you, man. It's been a while,
bro,
man.
It's been
Love
a hard minute, G.
Yeah.
You know, people got to get their vacation in.
Yeah, you was on vacation.
You was on vacation.
Yeah.
What you talking about?
First of all, I want to give a shout out to all our supporters. I appreciate you guys.
Facts.
I mean, if ain't for y'all, it ain't no us. So
Facts.
Hit the subscribe, hit the like. Appreciate it. We're going to throw all our Instagrams in there.
First of all, somebody need to hit the comments if they like your goof ass glasses. Hey, this fool came out. This fool came off vacation looking like goddamn Arthur. Like
I knew once I walked in the house or once everything, you were like, "What the fuck is that?"
Bruh.
Ah, man, old age, I guess.
Hey.
I've needed glasses for a minute. That's what
but your
told
glasses
me.
made your eyes look way more squinty.
Hey, man, what can you do? I look
not
high
with
all the
glasses?
time. Man, hell nah.
Now you just look.
Hey.
You look slow.
Yeah, fuck you. Hey,
I'm just playing.
No,
I'm
let me
just
tell you
playing.
the story.
You got
So,
glasses on. You look like a nerd.
I was at work and shit, right? This is before I got my eye checked.
Yeah.
And it's like, why the fuck you squinting?
You got your eyes checked before or after the glasses?
Of course, before the glasses.
Okay, so who got their eyes checked on recommending them goof ass glasses?
I'll tell you the story right now.
Shit. Do your thing.
So they were like, why the fuck you squinting? I was like, bitch, I ain't squinting. And I was like, yes, you are. You walking around squinting. I was like, let me see your glasses. So I tried on a coworker's glasses and I was like, I put them on. I was like, damn, I'm looking in high definition 4K in this bitch. And then like she told me her prescription. I was like, you know what? I just get my shit checked out, right? So I scheduled an appointment, right? And I just did it for shits and giggles. I thought my vision was fine, you know? So go to the spot, and then they put me in a little chair, do a little thing, and then they get you the little. Can you read this letter? Like, yeah, bitch, DZP, and then she like flipped it on me. I was like, I don't know if that's an F or a P.
Yup.
I think that's an O or E.
So what are you, like, near or farsighted?
I'm farsighted.
Okay,
I'm
so
farsighted.
you can only see far?
I cannot see that far. I can see close.
Oh.
So far I can take off my glasses and read just fine here, but just at a distance, right?
Yeah.
So
I'm the same way.
So I'm in there, and then they started going through the little prescription, like, what do you, 1 or 2 or 3? 2. Oh, 1, 2. So do all that shit. I was like, how does that look? And that was my prescription. I was like, that looks really clear. And then all I heard was click, 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 click. That's you normally. And I was like, oh, shit. She was like, here, let me get your prescription to get. I was like, yeah.
Wait, she showed you how your vision is without glasses?
Mm-hmm. And with glasses. And I was like, oh, shit. So she's like, yeah, seems like you needed glasses for a minute. You just haven't, you know. And I'm like, always like, because I can see close. I can read up close. But then, like, far away that's why I guess I'm always squinting.
So my question is, did you see your ass getting roasted with these goof ass glasses, them little bug eye ass glasses?
Yeah, man.
Prior to you getting them?
Yeah. So then, you know, they were ready in a week. And then my son sees me. He was like, you look like a nerd, Dad. I was like.
Yeah, don't drop me off at school, Dad.
But
unless he in calculus.
I'm getting more compliments than I'm getting, you know.
From who?
Damn, man, dog. Like,
I'm asking questions.
Women, my mom, sisters,
Man, what
people
women?
at work,
Librarians,
people at work. Hey,
fucking teachers and shit.
Hey, they're probably the freakiest ones, though.
You right about that.
But no, and then
at least that's what porno teaches us. Yeah, I mean,
so that shit, you know, I'm like whatever, man. I like wearing them. The first couple of days were kind of rough, just like.
You already got the little it slide down your nose.
Yeah, man, because I'm sweating right now. It's hot. Like,
it is hot, bro. Hey, this summertime, this
already.
This San Diego summer, bro, is not repping at all. It's dying. Hey, in my car, I don't have AC or heat.
Really?
Yeah, I got a little race car, bro. But
yeah, so strip all that shit
right,
off. Yeah.
Every this shit butt naked. I ain't got none of the creature comforts. I got power windows though.
Bro,
I kept that.
I just had the heater on like last week.
Not us.
I just had the heater on last week.
Bro,
it was cold.
We put the AC on last night. I was trying to get the AC put on before we even started, but
She wasn't having
I'm
it.
in a relationship.
Yeah. We got that.
You
Ain't
already
my bill.
know. Yeah,
That ain't
you
my
already-
bill to pay.
Yeah, shit. Slash it is. You know what I mean? But nah, she was like, nah, I wanted to get some fresh air through the plants and all through the house
Yeah.
and all stuff. All right.
Like I hate. I'm
She'll
not
be
gonna
hot
lie,
later.
I love winter. I'd rather put on layers and take off.
Facts.
But now it's just like, whatever. And then like honestly, if you look at the last time we recorded, we had sweaters on.
Hoodies.
We had hoodies on.
Hey, that's how quick San Diego switch up on you. We was out here I had all the windows open. We had on hoodies, some motion, everything. And then all of a sudden now, fast forward a couple weeks, fresh
Yeah.
off of vacation, and it's 1,000,000 degrees.
Bro, it's hot. It's hot. And then like you ain't got no shirt on right now.
Shit, I'm out here butt naked. You know,
Tight ass.
hey, this ain't no sweater. It's a
Mamba.
jersey.
I'm gonna respect it because it has Mamba on
Hey,
there.
you know what I mean? We gotta respect the man.
Rest in peace. And
Rest
then
in
rest in
peace.
peace to Nipsey.
Nip. Hey,
Been 2 years.
hey, rest in peace to a daughter too. You know,
Yeah. Mamacita.
yeah.
So where'd you go on vacation?
Vegas. I'm bro.
You're always in Vegas.
Vegas is
Always
me.
in Vegas.
Hey, Vegas is me. Bro, I'm out there like a local. I roll up in spots and people know who I am.
You're right. Yeah.
You
Every
know?
time.
Not that I'm famous or nothing, but like the little imprint that I can make, I make it.
No, you every time that we talk or like you out, you always like I'm in Vegas. Like you're in Vegas like twice a month.
More than that, I probably go to Vegas probably like 28, 30 times a year.
And I was just out there too on my vacation. I was out there for like 4 days, and it's a different experience.
It is.
But like you have roots there, so it's like you have somewhere to chill out. Like I'm on the strip, so it's just like I gotta eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner
On the strip.
on the strip. And
Yeah, I go to the strip when I want to,
yeah.
but I consider myself like a local. You know what I mean? So I know the little local spots to go to. I don't really go to the strip at all.
You were just playing. What were you just playing?
All that Running Rebels by Wale on
Wale,
that
yeah.
Self-Made.
Yeah, that was pretty smooth. Bless you.
On that Self-Made Volume 1.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Maybach Music, bro. Maybach Music got like, I think they, as far as a collective, they had the best collective. Like, of
Can I
course,
disagree with you a little bit?
you make a couple mixtapes, you know what I mean, or a couple albums like Good Music did, and things tend to fall apart.
Can I
but
disagree with you a little bit?
what do you?
I think
I hear you, girl.
I think Murder Inc. When they was in that height, I loved Murder Inc. I felt like Irv Gotti, all them fools, like they were always on the top 40. Like
So you telling me
Ashanti.
that Murder Inc.
That's
you tell me Murder Inc. had a better collective group than
Maybach
Than
Music?
Maybach Music?
as of now, yes,
What?
yes.
So
Ja Rule.
let's talk about who's active in Murder Inc. right now.
No. We're not talking about now. We're talking
Kinda about
no.
that.
Hey, big
Hey,
ups.
we,
Hey,
well,
big
we,
ups
we
to-
got some musically inclined people coming in on the podcast here soon, and we gonna have that conversation with them. Now, let's get to this little story you was telling me when the cameras was off.
All right. So we always talk about having that uncle named Peaches, right?
Mm-hmm.
So some people don't understand what that means, right? So what that means is that everybody has a relative that's gay, right? That's what that means. That's where
Okay.
it comes from. Like everybody got an uncle named Peaches. It just say everybody got a crackhead in their family,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So the saying is everybody got an uncle named Peaches, which means that everybody got a gay relative, right?
Uh-huh.
So I have an uncle named Peaches that I just
Okay.
it's not official. It's not official.
Hey, but the jury is forming.
Oh yeah, if it went to court, like
they said it. They sent letters out for people to come in,
like
and to be on the jury.
yeah, like
Yo,
like
what do you call it? Jury duty is out.
so. All right, so my sister was telling me a story, right? This is I didn't know how hard this person was in my family, right? Like, if you know him now, cool cat, smooth, you know, married, kids or whatever, right? But like, we knew he was a like, you know, like he started a gangster, whatever, right? So my sister was telling me a story like, hey, I was talking to Wooty Woo, and he was telling me about one of their friends. What are we gonna call him? Pear. We'll call him Pear, right? So Pear, right? One of their friends, Pear, right? He was always with this family member, like always together, always buying them stuff, always buying stuff for like the family and stuff like that, always hanging out. Like, just the way my sister said, like, he was on his tip all the time. But the reason she said that is because now after the story, she knows what he was trying to do, right? So always doing this shit, right? So
he was trying to groom him.
You know, at the end of the day, and you gotta think this is in the early '80s, so you know, like, it wasn't really out. It was out there, but it wasn't out there. You know, especially like what, like hardcore. You know what I'm saying? Like,
in the black community.
Yeah, but you got
blackish.
Yeah, minority community. Let's put it like that.
Let's put it like that.
Yeah, because so my sister was telling me like, yeah, and then like one day he came on to my family member, right? And then she was telling me like, yeah, and he was telling me like,
that's not Peaches, right?
That's not Pear. Not Peaches. Peaches is the family member he's suspect. But Pear came on to this guy, right? And the guy was telling my sister, it's like, yeah, I fucking stabbed him and beat his ass and I put his ass in the hospital. She told me that. I was like, for real? That motherfucker stabbed? I was like, yeah, like, he got the stab marks or whatever, right?
Bliggities and everything.
Yeah, like, he got his ass, right? And I was like, damn, that, like, the little hey, man, this is early 80s. Like, you know, it's 30 plus years ago. So, you know, people change their life. But then, so after that happened, after whatever, like, Pear became, like, I guess, like, close friends, or even, like, you know, on that, the family, like, the person would tell me, like, oh, they were close. Him and this, I'm not going to say the name, we're going to call him Grapefruit. So Pear and Grapefruit, it's funny that we're calling them
hey, if you,
fruits.
Hey.
So they became like really good friends, but they were like really good friends, right? Like really, really good friends. So Pear and Grapefruit were
best
like
friends, possibly with benefits.
Sure. They were definitely friends with benefits because later on, Grapefruit came out as that. You know, it was official, right?
Yeah.
So my uncle named.
Do you think
Pete,
there was a conversation where it's like, you can come out, but don't put me out?
I don't know.
It can happen.
Absolutely. So now, my uncle named Peaches, him and Grapefruit were like best friends. Best friends. And I remember hanging out with my uncle Peaches, and like they were always, I was always at their house. I remember him, like, I remember playing with the kids, all that stuff. And like, I don't remember.
So he got kids?
Both of them do. Yeah. But but you got to think, like, back in the 80s, they were gangsters. They were all this. So I don't know. Anyway, so my uncle Peaches,
gangsters.
It's, you know, they innocent to proven guilty, right?
Okay.
For now, right? So Grapefruit and my uncle Peaches were like best friends, right? Best friends, always hanging out, whatever, right? So I was like, damn, what the fuck? Like, Pear, Grapefruit were a thing. My uncle Peaches and Grapefruit were like best friends, right? And then, like, after my sister was telling me that story, like, everything started, like, the dominoes started falling, right? Like, yo, hey, remember Uncle Peaches? Like, he used to beat every single woman he was with. Like, he would whoop their ass. Like, he was an abusive husband or whatever, right? And then there were stories about my Uncle Peaches about how his sister, our cousin, found him dressed up in like high heels, the high socks, and all this stuff. And I used to see
like a cheerleader,
nigga, like a little schoolgirl, like
no.
that shit. And we used to always tell the cousin, like, nah, you lying. Uncle Peaches ain't about, you know, that ain't, nah. Like, nah. I was like, no, I saw him. I did it. I was like, nah, you lying.
Was there cocaine involved?
Probably cocaine and crack.
And crack?
It was the 80s, bro.
That
was the 80s.
That motherfucker was on that.
Probably, and weed.
What's that fool name? Oscar De La Hoya. He was doing that.
You know that motherfucker from my
Bill
hometown?
Clinton. Yeah, I know he from LA.
Hey, bro, like, I know people that party with De La Hoya, and I got I'll tell you about that.
Yeah.
I heard about those stories. So, so then like my sister started putting two and two together. Like, oh fuck! And remember his friend, his best friend. Well, we gonna call him Watermelon, right? So the dude was named Watermelon, right?
Don't get lost in the fruit references.
Yeah, I don't want to say their names or whatever, right?
Just know if they're a name of a fruit that they suspect.
They suspect, right? They fruity. So, like my Uncle Peaches
in the most
and Watermelon
way possible.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So they were like best friends. I remember going to Watermelon's house. He lived in the back house of this white man, right?
Yeah.
Like everybody gonna know, like.
Yeah, just
right.
Rap.
So like I'm young. Just say that I'm very young. I learned how to swim in this pool, right?
Okay.
So my Uncle Peach's friend Watermelon lived in the back house of this old rich white man, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Watermelon was like, looking back, he was always flamboyant. Had little shorts, had the shirt like a salsa dancer with shorts on the pool.
Bro, okay. So this is where I think it gets muddy, right? Because, anybody that know me, like I lift, I work out. So I wear the short shorts, the shorter the shorts, the better the man or the tougher the man type shit. Like my dad, also super buff dude. He used to wear the short shorts, but he had the leather on the dick part. So,
hey, bro, can you?
Hey, my granny,
how motherfuckers used to wear shit, bro.
Bro,
like,
my granny used to call he used to wear like cut off, like this.
But cut off,
but cut
like
off,
a football player type of shit.
Yeah,
though.
like on some Ezekiel Elliott shit.
Yeah.
So he used to do that, but he used to walk me to the bus stop like that, like
with flip flops.
Nah, like he had always had on like some work boots, and so like my dad was like super buff, and my granny used to call him Funky Dick because of the leather part on his crotch area. So she was.
That's funny, bro.
So she used to call him Funky Dick.
Funky Dick.
Yeah.
With them leather ass crotch.
You know
it's sweaty.
In black families, he got a nickname for everybody.
Yes.
So yeah, his nickname was Funky Dick.
Musty Dick.
Funky Dick. But he used to. I'll never forget. He walked me to the bus stop one time, and I was kind of embarrassed because he had on the cutoff. And I didn't really know what it was. I just know people just call him Funky Dick. But whenever we passed somebody, he got respect, like mad respect, And when some dude tried to fight me, he had to cut off shirt, and he was like, "You better beat his ass, or I'm gonna beat your ass." And I want to get my ass beat by Funky Dick. You know what I mean?
Funky. Your grandma's hilarious. That I ain't never gonna live that down.
Yeah.
So let me get back to the story and it's just like at that point, like looking back as a little kid, it's like, damn, like all the signs are there. Like I remember, like, and then like there's a story where I don't know, I don't have my facts right, but like I remember my sister saying something about how he like I guess the old man passed away and gave everything to him. I was like, you ain't gonna give millions or 100,000s to just some regular dude living in the back house. It's somebody that was, you was with.
You think so?
Stop it.
I don't know.
Anyways, so and that just ties back into my Uncle Peaches, and then like everything starts, the dominoes start falling. Like every woman he was with, he was beating on them, all that. But why was he?
He was beating the gay out of them.
He was being
the gay. Hey, if you're a woman right now and you in a battered relationship, not only should you call the police, not only should you call every family member that you have that is a man or a woman to assist you in these matters, right? You should also put on a damn football uniform, and it will probably turn him on. He might be gay. He might be out there fighting something. So if you get on your hut 1-2-1-2 and get behind him with the spirit fingers, he might like it. As we know now that Deshaun Watson, He down. He with the little fingers in the twirl in his world. You know what I mean?
And that's
Hey,
so.
hey, Deshaun Watson, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now. I didn't think it was real for the first one, but then once it hit 11 people saying that he asked them to put his fingers in their boot or put their fingers in his booty, and
Ugh.
bruh.
I mean, I don't put it past anybody.
But here's what I don't get.
Hey, you can't put it past anybody now these days.
I agree with you. It's 2021. But guess what, though? Deshaun Watson, you got all that money. Why are you getting regular masseuses? You got the money to get a discreet hooker.
Disclosure.
Not you ain't shining no. Go ahead, hit it.
Yeah, I'm about to.
You ain't got no.
No free promotions in this.
Nah, you ain't got no NDAs. You ain't got no NDAs, and you out here just on Instagram picking up masseuses, flying them out or flying out there, and then you asking them for some weird shit, and you only paying them a couple $100. That don't make sense to me. What is wrong with you, Deshaun Watson?
Hey, bro, he thought he wasn't gonna get caught. Ooh,
What? How'd you not think you was gonna get caught? It's 2021, and we live in a cancel culture now. Everybody trying to find some dirt on you to knock you down a peg.
And especially now that he did all that shit to get Trey and everything.
Yep.
Like they're really trying to.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, but that's just how they do. Honestly, that's how they do us, man. Like they
you think it's a black thing?
I think so, man. Like
really?
I don't want to say it's a black thing, but why do they always got to find the dirt though?
Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. Hey, I'm speaking on behalf of the NFL right now and their players. Do you and I know I'm not in the NFL, and I know I'm not one of the players, or I was never in the NFL. However, I'm very observant. Michael Sam never did nothing to nobody but say that he was openly gay.
And what happened to him?
He ain't in the NFL no more.
Exactly, bro.
It's because
a brother came out there, had the heart to come out there, and look what. It's just honestly, man.
Hey, this dude was trying. Hey, Deshaun Watson's out there trying to get some freaking
trying to get paid.
Hey, he out there trying to get some secretive booty fingers.
No, but
he tried to get some down low booty hole pleasure.
But see how they switched the narrative. Like he was trying to go against the owners. Remember we talk about that stuff, like going against the owners. Like it's a change of the times, and then they just throw dirt on the man's name. They just looking for shit, bro. Like. I mean, it could be true, but okay, let's say this. Though.
Let's say this. Let's say he beat the cases. Let's say he beat the cases. Do you think that he going to be on anybody's football team?
Yes,
I don't.
He will be on the football team.
I don't.
He's $100 million player, bro. If he beats the case, he's going to be. I know what happened with Ray Rice and all that stuff, but Ray Rice, you saw him whoop his wife.
Well, he's the only one that's not in the league right now after beating a woman.
He was in the lead afterwards.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's the only one not in the league. Kareem Hunt's still in the league for beating his girl up. A couple other players still in the league for beating their girl up. Deshaun Watson asked for some fingers in his booty.
He'll be in the league.
Bro, a couple women was like, oh, I didn't feel comfortable and I left. Okay, why is this a case? He asked for spirit fingers. You said no. Why is this a case?
Can you explain spirit fingers, please? Like,
hey, for anybody that's ever dated a cheerleader, they know that it's like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, you never been to a basketball game? Yes, they'll try to make the dude miss.
Yeah.
Oh,
so he was getting those.
He was trying to.
Oh man,
he was trying to get all of them, maybe 10.
Man, hey, whatever. The way I look at it, whatever floats your boat. If you're gonna do it with somebody you trust.
Facts.
Do it with somebody that
NDA.
that got your back. Like,
NDA. Hey, Dave Chappelle taught us. And what year was that? On the Chappelle show. When he had old girl
like
signed the NDA.
02, 03,
He was like, and this is for anal.
It was like,
yeah, exactly. And she said, I'll do some anal. Yeah, that's old girl from what's that? She was in a few movies, but she got her own show now. what's it called? Mixedish or something like that. Is it that one?
I don't know who. Honestly, I haven't seen.
I don't know. So many issues out there.
I started. I boycotted the David Chappelle show with David Chappelle, and since he allows us to watch it again, I haven't really watched it again, so I'm gonna start watching it again.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I wasn't really into it. Honestly, at that point, I was in the military and I was like gone.
Mm-hmm.
So I would just watch David Chappelle show where like, hey, look at this David Chappelle show like on deployment.
Bro, definitely one of the funniest men alive.
Absolutely,
for sure.
absolutely. Oh, when I was in Vegas on my vacation, they were talking about how Space Jam ain't gonna have Pepe Le Pew type of shit. Yeah, because of the whole, all that shit. And then like David Chappelle said that shit 20 years ago. Like he was like that man is a fucking genius, bro. Like David Chappelle. If my favorite comedian is Richard Pryor, hands down.
Mm.
I'm sorry, that's my favorite comedian, and then it'd be David Chappelle.
I feel you. I don't disagree with you.
Yeah, and then like, cause honestly, I used to watch Richard Pryor. Like I used to have like CDs of him. Like a friend of mine back in the day used to let me use his CDs, and I used to like play them and listen to him, and it was just so funny, just the way he articulated everything, like just.
So my question is do you think
Cheers to that though.
Hey.
Cheers. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, whatever, dude. Hey, do you and you ain't
Oh, my
sip?
bad. I got it.
You gonna cheers and not sip? What's wrong with you? Shit, motherfuckers get beat up for that shit. Hey,
Yeah, go ahead and pop me for that.
Hey, so do you think that cancel culture is ruining like people wanting to speak their mind and their exercise their right to free speech?
Okay, so
because I know there's freedom of you got freedom of speech.
It ain't free,
but
dog.
You're not free from consequence. That's the thing.
Absolutely, but the thing is, all right. So now we're in that streaming age, right?
Mm-hmm.
Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff, right?
All that.
So
YouTube.
A comedian that I like is Michael Blackson, right? And he said on a interview he was doing, he was like, "Man, I got 5 million viewers, 5 million followers on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? I don't need these big companies to make my money.
Mm-hmm.
Which is facts, right?
That's facts.
But the thing is, if he puts something out on his platform, boom, they can take him off that platform. And then what?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
you move on to the next one.
Exactly. But the thing is, it's just like there needs to be a platform that is decentralized by anybody. Like, hey, he might have said this stuff, but like you signed this agreement that you can't. If you don't like it, unfollow it. You know what I'm saying? Because like if somebody says something about
well that's
race,
that's
race,
YouTube for the most part.
Yeah, race, politics, or anything like that, or sexism, like they'll take you off, like cancel culture, right? But what about if there was a platform where you sign an NDA saying that like, hey, if you don't like it, unfollow it.
Yeah.
And then there isn't no cancel culture. It might be somebody out there creating that.
Maybe.
And I just feel like with that, like, yeah, like people got to watch what they say because they're scared to get canceled. Because like, bro, like some of these comedians use Instagram, and that's where they get all their money from. Like I ain't like someone I ain't even got to do a show. I just put in a 5-second video on YouTube or Instagram.
That's the thing. Like,
and I make
too many people out there hear something they don't like, and they feel like you need to be deplatformed because they didn't like it. If you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you might be one of a couple million people that didn't like it.
But this
so what? Like, motherfuckers ain't gonna be all day telling you what you want to hear. Not at all.
And you're speaking.
If
facts.
you are around a bunch of people that's telling you everything that you want to hear every day, get away from them people because you ain't gonna experience no growth. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna experience no growth hearing everything you want.
Out of, let's say, I got 100,000 followers, right? It takes one person to derail my whole thing. I was like, dude, like if you don't like my shit, unfollow me, man, because I got 99 other motherfuckers that like what the fuck I'm putting out.
Yeah,
bro. Like I know it's sexual harassment and all this shit out there, but like, bro, like what you like, if I don't like it, cool. But
it's like that. It's like that transgender athlete Fallon Fox.
Yeah.
So
I seen. Yeah,
so
yeah.
she is trying to cancel Joe Rogan right now.
Yeah, I seen
because he was talking about how she's in and women's MMA
that. Yeah.
destroying women, but she's been a man more than half her life. You know what I mean?
I agree with Joe Rogan.
Yeah. But how do you feel about Megan Rapinoe? If you don't know, she's a part of the women's national soccer team. She's very outwardly spoken about the LGBTQ plus community. I know I missed a couple letters, but I'm just sticking to what I know. You know what I mean? So like she's been very awkwardly spoken about that community and their involvement in sports, and they're treated fairly and all that, and women being paid like fairly to what
which
men
I agree.
to what men make. Not a problem. She's recently came out and said that she wants that transgender women can compete in women's sports. So she wants to see transgender women in women's soccer.
Are you asking me if I agree with that?
I'm not asking you if you agree with it. I'm just telling you what she's saying. Now, I'm telling you what she's saying because I've also noticed a possibility that could backfire on her. Let's say this. You let a lot of transgender women give them the ability to join the women's national soccer team. Let's say this transgender woman is better than Megan Rapinoe. Let's say this transgender woman gets paid more than Megan Rapinoe. Let's say that she gets more playing time and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Will she step up and say, I quit? Or will she step up and say, it's not right that, you know, these transgender women are getting paid more than us. They're getting paid on the man scale. Let's say I'm doing this for the sake of argument. Like,
no, I agree.
But let's say they get paid on the man scale.
Yeah, I'm with you.
You know what I mean? Are you tripping now? You think she tripping?
I think that she ain't gonna go back on her word. She'd be
You
an
can't.
idiot. She'd
You
be an
can't.
idiot.
You can't.
Now, how do you feel about that? Because I know how I feel. How do you feel about that?
I think that I am all for equality. I'm all for you being whoever you want to be. If you feel like you are a woman inside, you go ahead and be that woman, girl. You go, whatever.
I'm with you on that.
You feel like you're a man inside and you were born a woman. Hey, you go,
I'm
boy.
with you on that.
You going to get that. Now, when it comes to competing, when it comes to competing, and you 25 years old, 30 years old, let's just say 30 for the sake of argument. You 30 years old competing against a 30-year-old, you're a 30-year-old transgender female, so you were born a male, going against a 30-year-old woman who was born a woman, stayed a woman. There's no way that's fair. No way. I don't care. Like in high school, everybody's experimented with some type of testosterone, some type of HGH. In college, people even done the freaking anabolic steroids. Every man has possibly done that. You know what I'm saying? Or had the ability to do those things. And you're competing at a professional level, probably in some time in your life used anabolic steroids. You've used some type of performance enhancing drugs.
Because at the end of the day, you're switching over, so you have to use some type
of these
testosterone
performance enhancing drugs
estrogen.
make permanent changes to your body. Some of them make permanent changes to your body. And so now you go and get on the estrogen treatment and all this stuff and the testosterone blockers, and you want to be a woman, you still got those effects from those earlier years on you. You know what I mean? You still got those effects. You still got those muscles from earlier years. You still got that muscle memory from years earlier, and you're going against a woman. There's no way that a woman will take or a man, let's say the things are reversed, can take that loss and feel like it was fair. No way. I doubt it.
I'm with you 100%. I just feel that I don't agree with that, man. Like at the end of the day, I feel that it's not fair. You know, to me, it's not fair. And like I get it, equality and all that, but I know I'm gonna shoot myself in the foot though. But all this is doing, it's damn man. Oh, big ass nostril nose Nick. God damn.
Bro, I just felt my shit leaking.
Oh my goodness.
I just felt my shit leaking.
Fucking. You look like a nigga. You look.
Shut up and keep going.
I was trying to get a joke in, but
Yeah,
it wasn't working.
You were trying.
I was saying, Tyler Perry knockoff Idris Alba looking ass nigga.
If you don't get your motherfucking stink meaner and goddamn high school looking ass freaking Dudley Do Right, freaking a milk dud head ass having.
Hey, it is what it is.
I know you ain't talking. Fucking, it's a Bug's Life looking ass motherfucker.
Because of my glasses. Why are my glasses a thing right now though? See, that's
I agree. I don't understand why they was ever a thing. Yeah, that's how you look. Now
hey,
you
bro.
look.
Since I've been wearing these hoes, man, like I take
like
them off. I don't need them at home. Like I don't need them at home.
You look like a more poor Hannibal Buress. I don't even understand how that was even possible. You don't know who Hannibal Buress is? Look him up. You look him up. Hey, people who heard this understand that joke.
Yeah. Ha 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 ha. They in the background. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, I heard him. Get him.
Nigga, you look like an ostrich. Yeah. Look at that snout. Nigga, you got a mosquito snout.
I know you ain't talking. You look like that goddamn worm from that DC movie freaking wasn't Mr. Marvel? What's his name? Shazam. You look like that worm at the end of the your ass don't know
They're laughing.
Get me out of here.
I love you though. Hey, I love you though.
Shit.
All day. Number love.
All
right. So back to that whole thing, but the thing I don't like about that is this going to like produce people that don't. I mean, I'm just going to go transgender just so I can make it in professional sports.
Right.
You know, because you got to think about it. Right now, let's say my kids, right, my daughter or my son, or let's say I have any little kid that's 2 years old. Mm-hmm. You know, by the time they get to athletes, it might be 20, 30 transgender athletes out there. I was like, maybe I can make it if I switch my sex. I'm gonna switch my. You never know.
You're right.
I'm not saying that's what it is, but I just feel. I don't know, man. It's just it's tough.
Okay, it's like those.
It's tough.
You know, I know what you're getting at. It's like those people. It's every group of people has a group of people that are associating with this group of people because they've been disassociated with their primary group of people. Their primary group.
Yeah,
of people,
I get that. I get that.
So
more followers. I call them followers.
They're definitely followers.
Followers.
I know some people that have wanted to switch their gender because they weren't getting enough attention in the gender that they are.
Okay, I see that.
I know some people like that.
I believe it. Have you? You know what weirds me out? Like the people that I'm not bashing them. You know, like number love. You live one life, live it to the fullest. Do what you want to do. You know, at the end of the day, right? But it it weirds me out, or just like it makes me feel uncomfortable when like you're a transgender, but you're dating your opposite sex or something like that. You know, like I'm a woman trying to be a man,
but I'm still dating a woman.
But I'm dating a woman.
Yeah.
Or that's I'm like, why? Why don't you? I mean, that's more acceptable. But what about a transgender male going to a woman, dating a woman? I've seen that.
in keeping the penis. Yeah.
Exactly, right? Or I'm transgender. Call me transgender, but I got makeup, big tits, all this stuff. Look like a girl, just like a girl. Call me a man.
I feel like you just wanted to. When it's men going to women and keeping the dick and still fucking with women, I just feel like you just wanted to play with titties. I think you just always wanted titties.
And to me,
You know
it's
what I
just
mean?
like
Like,
that. I'm not saying it weirds me
I'm
out, but it's
open.
like why?
I'm open to.
But why?
I'm open to however way you feel. Like honestly, like I don't care if you wanna you wanna be whoever you want to be, how you want to be. You want to look. You want to be a mixture of both. Cool. I don't care. Live your life.
Hey, I feel the same way. I do not care
Live
what you
your
do.
life.
Or what about another one is like, I'm a male.
But I think
But
sports should be separate.
Absolutely. I agree with that. I just don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair.
I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair. Like now,
Or just get
now.
a-
Let's say you a transgender man. You're a woman to go to a man, and you beating up on men. I will say there is a double standard where
It's always a double standard.
men would be like, you still got your ass beat by a girl. You know what I mean? Like,
and
like you still going to be looked at like that. Like I don't care.
No, absolutely.
You got to be ready for that.
And
And,
that
there's some tough women out there. Like there's some real
Oh,
tough
yeah,
women, and
yeah.
I think they're still beautiful being tough.
hey, like to me, the hardest rapper is Young M.A.
Young M.A.
Bro,
Bruh.
she goes so fucking hard,
Have
bro.
you heard her new little mixtape
The
/ album?
I heard her little freestyle. She
Bruh.
like she
Crazy.
freestyles on other people's beats better than the people that make the beat.
Facts.
And I'm like, I don't look at her as a dude or a woman. I just look at her as an MC, and she's cold.
Yeah.
Like, she'll snap on anybody.
She's just lesbian. She ain't never expressed.
She's a
ain't never-
virgin. She said she's a virgin. She ain't never had no male penis. She said that.
There's some women like that.
Yeah. Back to the point I was saying, like, what about a guy, like a straight guy, dating a man, transgender, going from male to female? Like, what are you doing? What's the point?
What?
Like a straight man, like a man, like let's say me,
Uh-huh.
my significant other
Uh-huh.
was a male
Uh-huh.
going to be a female and did the whole thing, titties, no dick, none of that shit. What's the point of that?
Well,
What's the point
to
of
me,
that?
you're still a female. To me, the person that transitioned
From a man to a woman is still a man. Still a man.
No, to me, if they've transitioned all of the way,
Yeah.
including cut the penis off,
Yeah.
created the vagina
Yeah.
out of the hole, I think that's a woman.
Okay. So, as a heterosexual male, what's the point of doing that? Of dating that? When
How do you know they knew all right at the bat? Hey, nobody. I'm gonna tell you right now.
I know.
I'll tell you right now. No, nobody.
Hey,
so just
hey,
like I say, what
I
you
know. Let me put the shovel away. Dog.
Hey,
Let me put the shovel away. I'm digging this hole. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you digging that hole, bro.
I'm digging the hole. I'm sorry.
So the same way when I say when a man sees a woman, he don't be like, man, she look like she can have a good conversation. He doing the same thing for
I guess.
seeing this perceived woman, right? Because I'm assuming the transition isn't obvious, right?
I know.
Even if it is obvious,
Why?
who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
I'm just attracted to, like, not me personally, but I'm saying like this person is just
Thanks for the
attracted
disclaimer.
to is just attracted to whoever they're attracted to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shit, even myself. Let's say I did like some shit like that. That's my own prerogative, right? That's my own. That's what I want. That's what I like. You know what I'm saying? Now, like whether like the lines between straight and gay are like this thin now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 2021, everybody trying to be fluid. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's trying to be like, hey man, I just love happiness. They a mix between a hippie and a person that's just really horny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so, like, hey, I believe in free love and open love and this and that. And whether I'm being pleased by a man or a woman, you know what I mean? Then whatever. That's the times we live in now. That's the times we live in.
And it is what it is.
And we gotta.
What can you do about it?
Bro, we have to we have to. I'm gonna say accept it. Like we have to accept it that people are going to enjoy something that we might not like necessarily agree with, right? For ourselves personally, but I feel like that it's important that we agree that every person should feel free to be who the fuck they are.
And me and you are on the same page. Like,
Yeah.
do whatever you want. There's still people out there who are fighting it.
Yeah. I agree.
Like, why fight it? Like, is it affecting you? No. You know, like, why are you gonna fight it? Like, it's 2021. People are gonna live their life. Like, if you open your mind and see that, like, man, like, this is my life.
Mm-hmm.
I'm only gonna live this once.
Mm-hmm.
It's the longest thing I'm gonna do. But life is so short. If you think about it, 80 years is short, bro. 80, 90 years is short.
Yeah.
You know, so like if people want to go out there and
it's
express
short
themselves,
because like your first 20 something years nowadays, you still living at home with your parents.
facts.
And you ain't gone out on your own until in nowadays you ain't going out on your own until you damn
30,
30.
30 and some change. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And like I just tell people like let them live their lives. Let them do whatever they want. Like all you're doing is just making it hard on yourself
Mhm.
and just empowering people. You're just empowering them.
You gotta, bro.
And it's okay to empower them, but like you're empowering cancel culture.
Yeah,
per
I don't
se.
agree. I don't agree with cancel culture.
But it's the same thing though.
I don't
Like
believe in
you're pretty much empowering all these people. Like honestly, I know I'm bringing that shovel right back up here. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like it's not an even playing field nowadays, bro.
No.
It's not.
No.
It's not.
No, you're
Like
right.
if you're not, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
Mhm.
That's put the shovel around.
Yeah. I know where you was
But
going.
you know where I'm going.
Yeah.
But we'll talk. But like disclaimer, like I'm straight. I'm always gonna be straight.
Hey, never know, fool.
I don't. We had this discussion too. Like, oh,
you
this
never
like,
know. You never know.
No,
You
nigga,
bro.
sorry.
You never know. You never
Bro,
know. You never
no,
know. I'm
no.
telling you right now. In 10
Nope.
years from now,
Nope.
if you come to me
Nope.
and be like, "Hey,
Nope.
bro,
Nope. And that
Man.
just nope. It's not gonna happen. It's
got
not
a-
gonna happen,
got
bro.
a hand job from a dude."
Nope. This ain't Moonlight, nigga.
I haven't seen the movie.
But no, it's not happening.
I ain't seen the movie.
The way, all right. I'm over
Look
here.
at
gotta unbutton
like
one,
you over there
like-
getting hot because you're thinking about that possible
Never.
Deshaun Watson.
No, that's
hey,
different.
No. Here's the thing, though.
That's different.
No, but do you see what stories like Deshaun Watson, do to brothers? Like you saw that took us off into a whole thing, right? That took us off into a whole thing.
It was a distraction.
It was a hard distraction, but it took us off into a whole thing. But to end it, right? Deshaun Watson ain't gonna be looked at the same by his peers.
He's not, but also
No.
it got distracted to the point that like they got racist owners out there. Like we're not talking about racist owners no more.
Yeah.
We talking about booty hoes now. We talking about freaks. We talking about the shocker.
And he had a freaky girl. Hey, would you see that he had the video? He was hanging out with what's her name? What's the porn star? The Indian porn star. She now regrets.
It's a woman, right?
She was a woman. She is a woman. She's
straight though.
She regrets.
He's a straight man.
Yeah, but she regrets doing Mia Khalifa.
Oh,
Mia Khalifa.
He was with that.
She was at his house
Ooh.
playing. She was in a maid uniform or maid outfit playing basketball.
Bro. She bad. She bad, bro.
Not denying it. Yeah.
Yeah. So it ain't like he got dudes, giving him the shocker or what do you call it? The
Two in the pink, one in the stink.
what do you call it? The
spirit fingers.
The spirit fingers.
Yeah.
It ain't that, it's women, so it's like he like his little booty hole played with, bro, like by women. Okay, I get it. Now, do I see myself that happening to me? I give it more of a possibility of that happened. Hey, there's a better chance.
Oh, your ass was trying so hard not to say that would happen to me because you knew. You might get two and stink.
Hey,
bro.
There's a better possibility of a woman putting two in the stink.
Hey, sometimes I like to put it pop in my jello pudding.
Hey. No, but there's a
one, a two.
That's not doo-doo, baby. That's not chocolate. That's doo-doo, baby. Hey, there's a better possibility of that happening to me than me being with another man.
Okay.
Facts. I'll give you that.
All right.
I'll give you that.
I'll let you give me that. Bro,
I'll tell you one thing. The whole like tossing salad shit, like that was You
ever got your booty hole ate? Tell the truth, shame the devil.
I will never lie.
Tell the truth, shame the devil.
I will say that it's happened to me twice.
Oh.
Twice. Right? And I'm 38, whatever, and it happened
38, ready to get 8.
Nigga, I gotta.
Hey, I ain't got nothing to drink. Go ahead. Tell your story.
No.
Tell you something. Pour some.
38, ready to get 8.
Tell you something. Pour some.
All right, so it all happened between 22 and 25. 22 and 25 is when those two incidents happened. Now, if a girl came up to me and was like, "Yo, would I let her?"
If she offered.
If she offered, I'd be like, that's not what I fuck with. That's not my thing. Woothy woo.
But
like,
if y'all was just together and y'all was being freaky, and then you was like, hey,
it's gonna happen. Yeah. So, excuse me. So, bro, the I ain't gonna lie. That sensation is crazy, bro. Sensation is crazy. Honestly, if you ain't never had your booty hole licked,
if you ain't never had your cheeks ate,
you should just let them do it once. Just let them do it. It's not gay. It's not. You're not gonna be gay. Just let it. It's okay. Trust me.
Hey, you start off like you're like, okay. Next thing you know, you freaking face down, ass up, huh?
The first time that it happened, I was in Acapulco.
Acapulco?
Yes. And this high-rise hotel, whatever, right? And I was like, oh, like, it was weird. It was weird. Stopped it. No, that's it. Enough. No. Enough. No. The second time happened, it was actually here in San Diego. The girl was actually...
Hey, don't put her out there because you might...
I'm not going to say no name. She was like 8 years older than me, right?
Oh.
So I was like 23. Oh yeah, she had a 11-year-old when I met her.
Oh no.
So, but she did me so dirty. I was drunk, whatever, right? The bitch, I felt like a fucking bitch, bro. She had my knees on my shoulders, bro, and I was like, hey, it was like, stop, hey,
you went home emasculated.
My dude. I'm not gonna lie to you. When she was, obviously she was fellatio. It was fellatio involved. All the balls, all that shit, right? Yeah. And then she did her thing. And I was all that shit, right? She was like, bro, like I still had the picture in my head. She came up. She was like, "Stop acting like a bitch." And I was
damn.
Oh my god,
can't believe you talked to me like this.
Continue.
Hey. Oh my god!
It was blasphemy at the time.
You're turning me on.
Hey, bro. Hey. I felt like an 18-year-old girl getting turned out by a pimp, my nigga. Like man. It was that. I was like, oh my god.
Hey, she's like, now take your bitch ass home.
That's how I felt. I'm not gonna lie.
It sounded like it.
Hey, I was a bitch that night, bro. I'm like, she was a lot older than me, so it was just like, oh my god.
Hey, so here's what I'm hearing is that
Nah, man, I'm gonna edit that shit.
You
Fuck
somebody
that.
Uncle Peaches. You Uncle Peaches, bro. Hey, you the next generation of Peaches.
I was Deshaun Watson that night.
Hey, bro, like you know what I mean for men that's experienced that type of experience. Like obviously, for him asking multiple women to do this to
That's his
him,
thing.
that's his thing because somebody told him to stop acting like a bitch, and you know he enjoyed it a lot.
That was,
You know what I
honestly,
mean?
that's the last time.
And now he wants it all the time, and he definitely he feels weird about getting a girlfriend to do it, so he gets a masseuse when he could obviously afford top ranked hookers. That would never put him out like this because she would then be putting herself out there.
When you make that amount of money, there's women on your team.
Yeah,
they'll do whatever you want them to do and don't give a fuck just because of the status.
It becomes not pleasing to them anymore.
It's just a status. I was like, all they need is a flick.
Yeah.
Nigga, there's bitches out there that will do whatever the fuck they gotta do. Mm-hmm. All they gotta do is take a flick with them. Like,
hey, how about this though?
How about this?
How about when you get older and let's say you in order to gain access to a higher level of earnings, you got to let somebody have sex with your girl or your wife, and y'all maybe have sex with their girl or their wife. Would you do it?
That's a movie.
It's called swapping.
What was that movie called? There was a movie with what was his name? Kirk Douglas or Michael Douglas?
I don't know.
Anyways, would I allow that? I would say I'd just be broke, dog. I would just be broke.
You just.
I'm a jealous type of dude.
You just can't stand for nobody to please your woman.
Nah, other than me, no. Like I'm just a jealous dude. I'm just jealous. I don't, that's not me. I would.
I feel you.
It was an indecent proposal. It was a
probably
Woody Harrelson and It was $1 million to have one night with your woman, and they were broke. So
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm broke and $1 million. So if I'm broke, $1 million hits different. If I'm a thousandaire, $1 million hits different because it's like I can get my own million at this point. But why do I need to get it this way?
But the thing is with that is just like, but at the end of the day, some of these fools out here are you letting other dudes hit for free. So at that point, $1 million, hey, that's different though, you know?
Yeah.
Like, hey, another motherfucker done hit. But
they hitting for opportunity. Or you letting somebody hit yours for opportunity, you know?
Yeah, this one, you just pimping out your wife.
Shit, she might be pimping you out at the same time.
At
the end of the day, all you got to do is come back and feel like you the one that got satisfied, I guess.
Yeah.
Like if you going into it and you don't
I
get
will
satisfied at the end of the day, you might have problems.
I will flip it like, all right, we got that million. Let me get a $100,000 hooker.
$100,000 hooker?
I'm just saying. I'm not saying that that's what I would do, but I'm just saying.
What?
Maybe $1,000 hooker.
Nah.
500?
No.
1,000?
No.
100?
For what?
I'm just saying.
Just because somebody's. Oh, I get
what
I
mean.
saying.
Like we even now.
Because somebody didn't hit yours and you didn't get a chance to hit theirs, so let me go
find something for like 1,000
because you know it's gonna be.
Let me get a
you figure it's gonna be one of the cleaner ones.
Yeah, let me get Mila Khalifa or whatever type of shit though. But I'm just still thinking about that. My legs up in the air, nigga. Like,
bro,
bitch,
you are stupid.
Oh my goodness.
You know what though? There's a lot of men out there that have been made to feel that way, whether it been that type of sexual interaction, or if it was just a regular one. You know, maybe a regular like missionary with the somebody else, and you only last a couple minutes.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
And I feel like I was turned out that day. I felt like I was turned out, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I don't even want to think about that shit. That was like 12 years ago, 13 years ago.
Hey, Uncle Peaches.
Nah, bro.
Uncle Peaches.
Nah, that's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen at all.
Mm-hmm.
Not at all.
All right. As soon as you start beating up a woman, I know what it is, bro. As soon as I hear that first time, you like, hey, bro.
I ain't ever
I'm
hit.
sorry, I had to put my hands on.
Have I put my hands
girl.
on a woman? Yes,
What?
I have.
What?
I have. I have.
For what?
I have to tell you that story.
For what?
I was getting my ass kicked, bro. I had to protect myself, dog. Like, damn, I ain't gonna get punched too many times before I protect myself, dog. Like, damn, bro.
Okay.
All right, so
I don't need this. I don't need that story.
I'm not gonna tell you that story.
Yeah,
but like
yeah, I don't
the
need that
reason why
story.
I would
I
never
don't
put
need
my
that
hands on a woman
story.
because
Yeah.
my mom went through that shit. Like, I never experienced it, but I heard the stories about her, her previous husband, like the food code, push, throw the food on her and all this shit, right?
On Boondocks, bitch, this chicken is cold.
Yeah. So, all right, I'm gonna get real serious right now. So like me growing up, my mom, I used to hear stories of how my mom, her husband used to beat on her, beat on her hardcore, all this shit, right? Man, and like the guy that, like my sibling's father that was beating on her, he recently passed away in February, right? And this man was more of a father to me than my own dad was, right? And I heard a story. My sister told me a story about like the conversation they had with him.
Your sister
right?
got all the stories, by the way.
I love my sister. My sister's certified gangster. I don't care what anybody says. She's certified. Anybody, I'll do anything for her. Like I was just with her this past weekend, and like I told her like, hey,
Y'all was banging gangs and all that shit.
Nah, she ain't no gang member. But like I told her like, yo, like I took her out to breakfast. I was like, come on, like you need to change something in your life. Like let's go here, let's go there. You know, I was trying to take her out to go eat at the beach, you know, and like she's like, nah. And I just want to switch up shit. Like she going through some shit, and I just like we've been close for like, you know, like we're closest in age, but it's a big age gap.
Yeah.
But like I just want to do something for her. Like I honestly, next time I see her, I'll probably just like take her somewhere and like you know, like just do something nice for her. Like I told her like I just want to switch something up for you because like you just going through so much.
You appreciate her.
Yeah. She going through so much and shit like that. So I just wanted to do something for her, but. Certified. She's certified. I don't care what anybody says. She's certified. She was telling me a story about like when she talked to her dad, and like her dad and my uncle were brothers, right? My uncle was
Obviously.
no. I'm talking about like my mom and her sister dated two brothers. So two sisters and two brothers got married.
That's weird.
Weird, right? So it's just like
it's not weird because blood wise, it could get weird if they both have kids.
They did. So like
weird.
they would have been cousins regardless, right?
Yeah.
So my mom and her sister
Sound like some
married
old down south shit.
Married two brothers, right? And they had kids, right? So they would have been cousins regardless, right? So my sister was like, my uncle, rest in peace, he died a year before his brother died, right? Like, the cat, I've heard him say maybe 100 words my whole life. And I used to spend summers with him, right? Mellow dude, go to work, don't say too much, whatever, right?
It's people like that, bro, and I don't know if they are truly happy. You know what I mean? It could be my own understanding of what I think happiness is, but for me, if you ain't got much to talk about, or if you ain't talking that much, like you either one judging everybody to me, or two, you ain't got shit to talk about, you not interested at all, or three, you just not happy.
It could,
and that could be two and three could be the same thing.
And you're hitting right on the nail, but I'll tell you the story later. But like my uncle, like he just provided for his kids, right? And like yeah, he had his little. He was a pothead, but like he was cool. Like he always he at every party, like looking at pictures. Like I didn't know he was a pothead until older. Like he always had like sunglasses out all the parties in the house. That motherfucker was sitting there high as fuck all the time, bro.
Sunglasses at night.
In the house, bro.
I wear my sunglasses at night. I wear my sunglasses
Anyways,
at night.
right?
And I don't know the rest of the words, but I know the melody, and you can get what I heard. Bum, bum, bum.
All right. So then, but like the guy that was whooping my mom all these years, what I've known him, he's been a mellow cat. He's been just like my uncle. A couple words. He said more words than my uncle, but he was a smooth cat. So, short story long, my sister told me, like, told his dad, was like, actually, like, your mom provoked me. And I was sitting there, I was like, what? Like, my mom was the one that was always on him, doing this, provoking him. And then, like, I love my mom. Like, I certified.
Obviously.
Certified, right?
Sure.
But, like, she can be that way. She can be that way because there's stories about how she acted towards my pops to get a reaction out of him, right? And my pops,
like, just try to
get a reaction out of him.
Just get on them for no reason or
Try to
something.
get a reaction. That type of reaction. But my dad was cool. Like, my dad wasn't with that shit though, you know. And it was just like he would just get up and leave.
Why do people do that type of shit?
And it's just crazy. Like, I never thought about it that way. I never thought about that. My mom was about that. You know, I could be talking. I don't know. I don't know 100% of the facts, but the way my sister talked about it, or the way she said it, it was just like she was a provoker, you know. And then like I could there were stories about my mom. She even told me like, yeah, I used to talk shit, do this, throw shit at your dad, whatever. He just get up and leave. I was like, and he always tell me like, you're just like your daddy, like you just whatever, right? Like just cool, like nothing affects you or whatever, right? And it just like makes me change my tone about. First of all, don't put your hands on any woman. Period. Right? I wouldn't. Facts. Right? Don't. It's not worth it. Right?
Facts.
But like, am I guilty? I'm gonna say I'm guilty, but like, we were both intoxicated. Whatever.
No excuse.
No excuse. Right?
None.
I agree.
You,
with
you my brother. But nah,
I'm gonna take that L.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take that L to the
hard.
grave. To the grave. I'll take that L to the grave.
You got
100%. Like if my child or whoever is like, have you ever put your hands on a woman? Like, yes, I have. I was like, one time.
Don't you ever do that shit again?
Like, don't you ever do that shit? It's not worth it, right?
I'll tell you right now, somebody put their hands on any woman in my life, you are dead.
Yeah. So like,
dead.
Yeah, I was intoxicated. She was intoxicated, right? And all this shit, and like I got a drink splashed on me, let that slide. Got another drink splashed on me, let that slide. Right, we walking. I'm like, all right, you drunk? Let's go.
Wait, she was throwing drinks in your face,
nigga. Yeah, she threw drinks.
Did you bought the drinks?
Of course. And like I blocked, I done blocked some. All this. It was like
some. So you kept buying drinks after the first one? Idiot.
Yeah.
You deserved it. She's like, this dumbass.
Maybe it was one drink.
Shit,
I don't
hopefully.
know. Anyways, so like I'm getting slapped up. Like, yo, like stop. Like I got like stop. Enough. And then like she's sneaking something in. Like, bah,
what'd you do?
Bah.
You had to do something. What'd you do?
No, honestly, she
was looking at another woman. You saw another woman in the place.
We were just fucking each other. You know, at the time we were just fucking and shit like that.
You was just fucking. She was.
Yeah.
She was doing more than that.
It was. We were a thing, but it was just like.
You didn't respect her still.
Yeah.
Obviously.
You're right. I didn't really respect her, the shit that I was doing, but it was just like, yo, like, at the end of the day, it went both ways. Like, she did some dirt, I did some dirt, whatever, right? So, like, dog, like, I'm walking with her, and she over here like, why? I'm like, hey, stop putting your hands on me, stop. Enough, you're drunk, enough.
Yeah.
And then I get another little whack, and I just, honestly, I went from here to her face, and like, so fast, God. I was like, bah! I was like, earrings came out the ear, everything. She's like, oh my God.
That's never a good thing.
And then after that, she straightened up. She was walking. She didn't put her hands on me. That's the only time I put my hands on somebody, bro. And like, I know there's gonna be some viewers that be like, "Oh man, you, yeah, all this shit." I was like, "Yo, what I should have done is I should have got the first time I got slapped. I should just went a whole different way.
Oh, facts.
I should just walked the whole another way. Went to where I was going, left it at that, whatever. Right. The second time I got slapped, like that's enough. I'm leaving. Set her down and left. You know. The third time, I should just walked away. Like, this is escalating. Nah. So, that right there is going to go to my grave.
Yeah, once and let me tell you right now.
I'm going to cut you off.
Once hands get involved, once hands get involved by one person to another, the other person just needs to get away,
bro.
Just,
Like I lost, regardless of how many times I got hit. I lost. And tell me this: if somebody comes and said, "Are you a woman beater?" Can I? If I, yes.
damn, no, like.
Yes.
I feel like that's a current question. Like, hey, like, are you a woman beater?
Have
And that means
have
like,
you ever hit a woman in your life?
uh,
Yes. I can't lie.
but
If my
have
son- if my-
you learned from it, and have you?
You know
will
how-
you teach?
you know how
will you
old-
teach to do better?
You know how old I was 22 years old when that happened.
That was what was that about 30 years ago?
Close.
Yeah.
So it happened in like 05, 04, 05.
Mhm.
So that's when it happened, right? And like since that time, I've actually been hit by like I remember one time I had a shoulder problem.
At this point, you should be just taking punches
I took a
because
bro.
you should be taking punches for the punches you gave. You know what I mean?
Hey, bro, and I remember like this is maybe like 6-7 years ago. Like I had like some issues with my shoulder. Like I felt at work when I was doing when I was working cable. I used to climb telephone poles, and like I think I like hurt my shit or whatever, right? And the girl I was dating, I might have said something, whatever. She knew my shit was hurting. Like my shit's hurting. I couldn't even drive. I was like, nah, whatever. Like I did some shit.
With one hand, you couldn't drive.
No, I couldn't. Like I wasn't driving. Like
It was both hands.
It was just
It
one,
was
but
both shoulders.
I wasn't drive. Like I couldn't drive like I wanted to drive because I drive with the left hand. So it was just hurting, right? So I was like, nah, I don't feel like drive. I'm like, oh, I'll drive. You know, your shoulder's hurting, whatever, right? So whatever, like, got into some argument. She reached over and was like, "Pah!" Right, like hard as shit on my shoulder. It was hurting. I was like, bro, I wanted to come like,
damn, fool.
I wanted to come like right over here to over here, like. You know my shit's hurting, bro. Like, girl, you know my shit hurts.
Have you sought help for being beaten so many times?
I hate you.
I'm just saying, bro.
No, it's not that serious.
You are the perfect advocate for men get beat too, and you out here a whole
like a fucking bitch,
freaking
like
a whole punching bag.
Fuck you, nigga.
No, bro, it's cool. Shit, we've all been there before.
Have you been there?
Nah.
So don't say, oh,
Nah.
You want some more?
I already got some more. Nah, yeah, whatever. So, but nah, bro, like, but nah, it's a serious subject. It's a serious matter. Honestly, everybody should just be keeping their hands off of each other. That's just the best way to damn. That's the best way to go about life is to just keep your motherfucking hands to yourself, and that's it. You know, like I understand, like, hey, tempers get flared up. You trying to hurt them with words is not working, and so you want to get at them physically, but the long term effects for you, your kids possibly, you know, like that's a different thing. So I was talking to a young lady that I work with. And she was talking about, like, you know, how could you be, not me personally, she was just telling me a story, but she was like, how could you be a man and not respect a woman when you grew up with a single mom? And she was asking me for real, like, how do you think that could happen? And I was like, honestly, it could happen because they, one, didn't have a male figure in their life to teach them how to respect a woman. Two, they may have, and then I was like, I'm gonna say these other things, and I would probably trigger some people, but these other things are they could have their mom could be in and out of bed with a bunch of different dudes, and they lost respect for their own mother in that way, and therefore they attributed that behavior to other women, and maybe to all women, right? They heard their mom talk about how shitty men are, this and this and that, but they feel like they weren't being treated fairly by their mom. That could have happened. It could have been they were abused physically or sexually by their mom, and that could have happened. Like for the ones that grow up with a single mom, and they don't have respect for women, it's purely because they saw some shit and a mom that they didn't like. And
That's what I was going to get to. You're right.
I'll be honest with you. Like, my mom was single for a better part of my life. You know what I'm saying? And I never lost respect for my mom. But I didn't let no other dude that wasn't my daddy be, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, and because that's the last part. You could be that dude like me. You just ain't with my dad. So I don't respect no other dude that's going to come around. Bro, my mom had this dude named Craig. Hey, Craig, I'll never forget you. And I know for a fact you'll never forget me because he had some, his house was decked out in plants, like my house. I got plants everywhere. But he had white carpet everywhere. Bro, me and my brother knocked his plants all over and we rubbed the dirt in his carpets.
Why though?
Because he tried to put on Fantasia 2000 and thought he was going to take my mom in the bathroom and clap her cheeks. Bro, to this day I don't like Fantasia 2000.
But was your mom was your mom with it though?
Shh. I don't give a fuck. She was. She wasn't. Hey, I'm saying right now.
Hey, I feel you on that one, dog.
I wouldn't let you bust down while I was there. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, you might have did it when I was gone. When I wasn't there, it wasn't happening. If I was there, bro, I'm telling you, man, you give us some Cheetos, they going in your carpet. You give me a baseball bat and a softball, it's going through your window. Hey, these are true facts. I'm telling you straight. I'm telling you straight stories. And when my mom rewatched this podcast, and she gonna be like, he was really doing that on purpose. Facts.
Hey, you gonna get a phone call like,
yeah, you over here think you clapping. you over here think you was about to clap my mom's cheeks? Nope.
Hey, I didn't want to cut you off, but I was saying, like, tell me this. So, like you said, like, you were raised with your mom and all that, right?
Yeah.
So, when you're dating a woman, do you think that these guys beat on their woman because they're not acting like their mother? The ones that were raised by only their mother.
Or maybe they beating them because they are acting like their mother.
Either or, right?
Yeah.
Either or.
Yeah.
You make a valid point.
Yeah.
Now,
so I do have my degree, and my minor was always in psychology.
Yeah, I didn't go to college. I'm a dumbass.
But that's what like, I have a real inquisitive nature. I'm not nosy at all. However,
you just asked the right question.
I am very inquisitive on why you think so a certain way.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, I don't necessarily agree with that.
You're very in tune of what people say. Like,
I
can see that your minor was that, because you can definitely, the questions you asked after
mm-hmm.
like, kind of, I get you. I didn't know that about you, but
yeah.
Like,
but I don't never ask you a question and judge you after it. I'm like, I don't think
but
that
you
way.
Asked
However,
you asked a very intelligent follow-up question.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I see that, like, every time you ask me a question, your follow-up after my answer is a very intelligent follow-up, and that makes me think. Every time you make me think, like, I see where you're going with that, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you fucking with my head, but, like,
I don't think nothing. I'm just like, okay, like, well, let me ask this question, and because this is where my mind goes with it, but is that how yours goes?
Yeah.
And if it goes a different way, I'm interested in hear it.
No, absolutely.
If it goes the same way, then it's like, oh, okay, I thought the same thing. You know?
Got it. No, I get you. Something just came to my head right now. It's random shit, right?
I like random.
Right. So before I came over here, like, I was hungry, right? So like, every fucking, like, I'm trying to eat healthy. Like, I've been like, I've lost 15 pounds, bro. It doesn't
I can tell.
I lost 15 pounds.
You
right?
swimming in that damn Sailor Jerry shirt.
Hey.
Hey, what's that? That old Tommy Bahama knockoff ass.
I don't know.
Shirt.
It's that Ross, nigga. It was Ross.
Hey, it fit like Ross.
I came straight from bro. I came straight from work.
That's your irregular.
I had You clowning, but
Hey, you sitting
this is
over
your
here.
house, bro. Like I had to switch it up because I was gonna wear a sweater again.
Yeah.
I was like,
Hey, I was thinking the
that's
same
the
thing.
same sweater I wore
Hey,
like 2 pounds ago.
I was thinking,
Right.
bro, because you got your favorite. Because I'm in the,
Yeah,
they don't know
Yeah.
I built a little studio inside the crib.
Yeah.
So like,
we'll show them
at
what it
the
look
same
like.
time, it's the crib. So
Yeah.
hey, if you right now judging me about if you saw me wear 2 hoodies that were the same, bitch, I'll walk in your crib. Every morning you probably take off your same hoodie that you sleep in.
Hey, my nigga.
and you lay it on your bed like it's a
dude.
new fit.
My dude, washer and dryer in the units. We gonna get back. Hey, I got washer and dryer in my
I
unit.
got
shit.
washer and dryer.
I'm gonna tell you when I got off work, I
Shit.
took off my monkey suit and I put on the shirt. Like I ain't wearing the same shit again.
Hey, I did the same thing because I just put on the jersey. I just put
Yeah.
on one of my little jerseys.
So this is a random thought. So I was like, man, I'm coming over here. I was like, man, I gotta get some stuff before we come over there. And I was hungry,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I'm not eating like I'm trying to cut down on the carbs. And I was like, man, I'm hungry. But everything that's open right now got carbs in it, right? So like, but the lines are so long, and we wanted to get this shit done earlier, right? So my ass, I'm poor. I pull the poorest moves ever, right? No disrespect to anybody, but I was like, fuck, man, this line is long. I was like, fuck it. I ain't trying to be over here. So I went to 7-Eleven, right?
I ain't good. Hey,
And I was trying to look at like either let me get some chips or something. I was like, fuck,
Bruh.
I'm not trying to eat these carbs. Hold on, let me finish
Go
this.
ahead,
This is
go
funny
ahead,
as
go
fuck.
ahead, go
So I was
ahead.
like, I don't want no carbs, whatever. I was like, hey, bro. I was like, do I gotta get my own hot dog or do you gotta get it? He was like, I'll get it for you, right? So, it take forever for the dude to go get your hot dog. I was like, he put it on the bun. I was like, all right, where the mayonnaise at? I was like, over there. I was like, hey, bro, you ain't got no ketchup, right? Next thing you know, I see this nigga in there, right? No mask on. He got a shirt on like this, right? So he got a shirt on like this, and he doing some shit with some card or whatever. And like, I'm in there. I was like, I don't really usually go to 7-Eleven. Like, I just go to 7-Eleven, get some snacks, get out of there, right?
what? Okay,
And 7-Eleven, honestly, bro, like 7-Eleven is.
bro, you got the 7-Eleven app, bro. You go to 7-Eleven.
There's a story behind that though. There's a story.
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
a story behind
Go
the
ahead,
app,
go
right?
ahead,
I do have the app.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
That's not somebody that don't shop at 7-Eleven.
All right,
That's
right.
a frequent. You can frequent.
I'm gonna tell you
flyer miles.
why I have the app, right?
Okay.
So like recently I ain't been at 7-Eleven. Like it's always some shit going on.
Finish the first story.
I'm telling you the story. Like there's always some shit going on at 7-Eleven. Like you go to 7-Eleven, 7-Eleven. It depends on where you at. Like they be shady, bro.
every 7-Eleven
Shady, right? So
Yeah.
this one is like the dude over here trying to do some shit. I got $2,000 in this shit. First of all, the nigga ain't had no mask on. I was like, he had his flip flops was 1-2 size too big, right? I'm like, you got $2,000 on that shit? I was like, the devil's a lie. And like he
Also,
like,
that's the fraud number. Anybody that's doing fraud, they'll max it at 2,000.
So-
But go ahead.
so he like going back and forth with the guy, and I'm like, I just wanted to drop my shit and leave. Like, why am I in here? And like, I was like, hey, bro, where the ketchup at? Like, me, I was like, oh, it's over. You know what? I'm out of here. No, I'm paying for this. Like, don't worry about it. There's a line. Like, I ain't trying to deal with these people. So I got my little hot dog, no mayo, no nothing. He put it on the bun. I get outside. I was like, I threw the bun away and I just ate the fucking hot dog, right? And I was like, I'm fucking poor right now. That's what I was thinking. Like,
Hey.
no, I'm lying. That's not what I was thinking. You know what I was thinking? Like, if Andre was to see me right now, he'd be like, you're poor. And I'm just eating I was like, I just want a snack for right now, right?
Hey, hey, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. You know I don't lie, right?
Yeah.
Because I ain't good at it. One. So here's the thing. When you called me and you was like, hey, man, what do you got to snack on at your crib? What you,
Yeah.
what do you got? And I was like, did he just tell me he going to get some food? I was like, I looked at my wife. I was like, baby, he poor. Like, I said, he's struggling right now.
No.
I was like, that's why I was like, yeah, we got chicken over here. We got,
No, you said,
I done made some meal.
No, he lying. No, he said, I got a little bit of chicken.
I did say a little bit of chicken. A little bit of chicken is 3 pieces, which is what I had.
So I'm over here like,
but I did,
every single line I went to was long. Like I went to I went to one spot. I was like, damn, I'm like, it's gonna take me 20 minutes to be in this bitch. Like, we told we was gonna get this shit at a certain time. So I
was like,
bro,
this motherfucker. I was like, this
7-Eleven,
motherfucker in between checks like a motherfucker. Like,
no. I'm good. Like, I'm good. Like,
when you called me and you was like, hey man, what you got?
Because I didn't want to wait in line.
I was like, this fool in between. I was like, this fool in between checks like a motherfucker. I was like, bro,
the reason why I hit you up is because I was in the middle of a line and it was long. I was like, man, I told this fool I was gonna be there at 8. Like, I gotta do this. I gotta do this before we pick up. Like, I'm not trying to wait in this line. I was like, I need something fast. I was like, fuck it, let me go to 7-Eleven. And I was just like,
and then you ate a hot dog in the parking lot without a bun.
Without a bun, my nigga. Like,
and no condiments.
Nothing. Like, they didn't even have ketchup. Like, at least ketchup. And I'm like,
so basically,
poor. But no,
Uncle Peaches.
What? Where did that come from?
Because you ate a button naked hot dog.
Pause. Yeah. Pause. I got it. Pause.
Hey, did you?
Giggity.
Hey, did you? Hey, tell me how you held it. Did you hold it like this? Did you hold it like this, or did you hold it like this?
So back to the reason why I have the 7-Eleven app. No, you thought I was in there with the salt and pepper.
Gonna get this today.
No, pause. Anyways, so
hey, you know what? Hey, I'm sorry to cut you off. That
Go ahead.
joke. Somebody tried to talk shit about me earlier today, right?
Where? At work?
At work.
I want to hear this.
You know, one of somebody I work with. She gonna say, Andre,
I already know who it is.
I heard you was hung like a gorilla, and I looked at her like I was like, bitch, I ain't stupid. So I was like, you right, I surely am. She's like, ha ha ha, they got the smallest dicks in the animal kingdom. I was like, and I said, yeah, I know. That's why I'm with an Asian. I was like, she makes me feel.
She was probably like,
yeah. I said, hey,
she had a trick. She would have cheered you up.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, she makes me feel good about myself every day.
You got a little toron on there. Hey, no, hey, but back to the. So yes, I have the app.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
stop Asian hate, by the way.
No,
hey, you know what I mean.
Hey,
motherfuckers getting beat up,
man,
out
fuck
there,
that bullshit,
getting
man.
fucked up.
Why?
Getting shot up and killed.
What are they doing to you? They're not doing shit to you.
Motherfuckers tired of coronavirus and. Hey, have you seen that new Borat movie?
No.
They call it the Wuhan flu on.
Oh my! No. All right. No. Hey, take that shovel away from this.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro. That shit was crazy.
Hey,
like,
bro.
he had all these racist ass white people singing that bullshit.
Sorry.
It's cool. He had all them singing that bullshit. And they was like, yeah. Yeah, bro. It was crazy.
Nah. Borat is a little borderline. Like, I seen the first one. I won't watch it.
So he said that. So after this movie released, right? Not only did he get arrested a bunch of times filming this movie, but he also got a bunch of like death threats, and he also got a bunch of death threats. He got a bunch of people that was angry at him and his portrayal of Donald Trump, and they wanted to. They basically wanted retribution out of his ass. You know what I'm saying? Because of how he portrayed the president at that point in time, and just how he was just outwardly just making fun of those people, those supporters, and then the Southern community, right?
Fuck them.
So he was after that, after the movie came out, he did an interview and he says, I'm never doing the Borat character again. Like, and I'm never doing anything like that again. Because of how touchy the people were. No one took it as a joke, at least for the most part, in terms of how he was being contacted. Everybody wanted to get at him in the most of violent ways, because of what he did, you know. So, and that's crazy. That goes back to that your freedom of speech, but not free from
cancel culture.
Consequences.
Yeah. I mean, Borat, it is what it is. Like, I watched the first one, and honestly,
the first one was so stupid and ridiculous.
But I liked it.
Yeah,
it was funny.
Everybody liked it. That's why he was able to make a second and a third one.
But I'll probably never watch him again.
The third one, it was very political, but it was just stupid. The what he was able to do. And he obviously looked like he was in costume, but he was in certain places where his costume was passing for people. And
yeah,
I was like, really?
How?
Really? Like, y'all didn't know that was him? I get it. I get it.
He kind of, I don't know.
Like,
man,
I grew up in pop culture, so.
Anyways, that fool, I don't know. He throws me off on everything he does. Like, cool. I know it's good for the money. He about his money. He about his check. He about all that shit. But it's just corny to me. That shit corny as fuck to me. And like, it's just so over the top, you know. You remember Benny Hill? You ever watch Benny Hill?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like that to me. Like, just so over the top. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, some stuff be so over the top that it just lose me. I'm just like, okay. Like, I feel like now you're trying to be over the, like,
too hard.
Like Saturday Night Live.
Oh my God! Saturday Night Live was the shit, but now it's just
when was it ever the shit?
What, Eddie Murphy was on there?
What? No,
he was funny,
even then to me.
I haven't watched Saturday Night Live since I was in high school,
which was 87.
Bitch,
what?
No.
Oh,
90s, 98, 99.
I wasn't far off. Shit.
But so what do you? All right, so if you want a good comedy special, where do you watch it at right now?
I'll
Instagram,
be honest
right?
with you. I don't. For me, it's Instagram or Facebook Watch, because they'll have all them dudes on there that are like famous but not too famous.
Yeah. Hey man, we both took vacation. I took a little bit longer vacation than you did.
Yeah.
And like when I got back from vacation, bro, like when I was on vacation, I didn't think about work at all. At fucking all, right? So I told myself like, don't think about work. People were hitting me up about work. Like, hey man, I did this, I did that,
Well, that's good.
And you know what I used to text them? I don't care.
What?
I told them I didn't
Why
care.
would you do that?
Because I told them like I don't care.
I don't get it. Why would you do that?
Because I didn't.
Yeah, I understand that.
But you know what the response was? Like, yes, you do.
Yeah.
And it was like, yeah, you're right, I do. But I told them like, I'm trying to better myself and not talk about work.
Yeah, but I feel like here's how I feel. Like, because I was on vacation and people was hitting me up about work too. Me personally, I always feel like I'm working. But that's what I like to do because I care. Now, do I have a good work-life, play-life balance? Hell yeah. You know, people at work don't really know or think that because I'm just so involved all the time. But if somebody hits me up and was like and got a win that they want to talk to me about, or they're excited about something, I think that it's okay for them to hit me up, and I think that it's my duty to hype them up on what they're hyped up about.
I get what you're saying, but like I've been taking work home for so long since I was in the military. That's all I talk about was work. Everybody's always like, "All you do is talk about work. All you do is talk about work." So I was off for 3 weeks, right? I was off for 3.
You're the only motherfucker I know that can take a 3-week vacation.
I
was gone for a week, and it was like, yo, you was missed. You know?
Absolutely. And the thing is, I was getting hit up.
And I'm about to take another week off in May.
And the thing is, like, I needed it, man. Like, me going in my head thinking about, like, don't think about work, don't think about work. I came back to work, and, like, I grew so much. Like, at such an older age, I grew so much that I don't take work home anymore.
Yeah.
You know what? And I think
Well, it was harder for you to take work home back in the day because you couldn't take all that baggage to the back of the bus.
You're
know what
right.
I'm
You're
saying?
right. And then like now is like, I now that when I get home, it's like I have this cast, right?
Mm.
So like this is a focus, right? Like I'm thinking about this. I got a new camera, right? So like I want to go out there and shoot some flicks, like take pictures of my kids, stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
So it's like me not taking home work and just focusing on my other stuff. Like
Yeah.
when I'm at
The
work, I
things that
focus
make
on
you
work.
happy.
Bro, like it made me such. And then like in my head, I was like, just stay in your own lane. When you get to work, just stay in your lane. Don't worry about anybody else, bro. I'm such in my lane, and I just worry about what I do, bro. The stress is minimal.
Mm-hmm.
The stress is minimal. Like I'm not busting heads. Like I'm more like, hey, you know, how's it going? Like how you doing? Like how's everything? Like whoopty whoop, this and that. And everybody was like, man, what's wrong with you? I was like, nothing, man. I'm just in a great space. You know, I'm just in such a great space. I needed that. I needed that vacation, man. Like I'm so blessed now. Like everything's Gucci. Like every time that I'm off, now that I'm off on my days off, I go to LA and I go see my mother.
Mm-hmm.
My mom ain't doing so good, and like you know, it just comes with age. You know, like what can you do, right?
I agree with that. Like so, I think death is a part of life. It's a part of the process, right? We live, we born, we live, we die. It's a part of the process. When you get to a certain age, my belief that living on becomes a choice, right?
Yeah.
So, case in point, two elderly people are together, right? Let's say they've been together 50 years. One of them dies. Is it not true that for the most part, if they're close in age, the other one dies soon after that and ain't one nothing wrong with them?
Yep.
All of a sudden they just go to sleep and then they don't wake up?
Yep, absolutely.
Bruh,
we hear that so many
A
times.
choice.
So many times.
You seen The Notebook?
I have. I
seen
have.
Notebook,
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen Notebook. You saw it of your own volition, or you was with somebody that wanted
I was
to
with
see
a
it?
woman.
White woman?
Yeah.
Mm.
How do you know this?
Because
How do you know this guy?
I know you. Mine
What?
Mine was Vietnamese. That's
okay.
all.
Yeah. Other.
Yeah.
Very other.
Stop Asian hate. No,
Go ahead.
no. So if you saw that movie, you know that Ryan Gosling's whole movie was trying to get back with his love that he had before he went into the military.
Yeah.
Right? He came back. She was with some abusive ass dude. He ended up beating that dude up. She ended up being like, nah, that's my husband.
Yeah.
I still don't want to fuck with you. So he ends up leaving. Her and that dude end up breaking up anyway.
Yeah.
Because he was mad. Because dude was mad that her ex beat him up. So he started treating her like shit. And then finally they broke up. And then he finally gets back with her. But they're old.
Older. Yep.
They're old. And she has Alzheimer's.
Mm-hmm.
And he kept reading her the story of their love story, right? And then finally, when she remembers, they go and nap together. They go to take. He gets in the hospital bed with her, and they nap together, and they both die. There was nothing wrong with him.
Nothing. And
Nothing wrong with him. She had Alzheimer's. She was gonna die eventually anyway, because if you know how Alzheimer's work, is that it takes a hold of your memory, not just for people you love and this and that, but takes a hold of your brain's ability to send those messages throughout your system to pump blood, to breathe, to this, and as soon you forget how to do all of that and you just die.
My pops died because of that shit too.
That's all Alzheimer's. So anybody who didn't know, that's what Alzheimer's is. And after she remembers who he was, her Alzheimer's go. I know it's a movie, but her Alzheimer's kicks into freaking complete overload and she die. And he's like, "Fuck it, I'm ready to go too because she remembers who I am." What?
It's a movie. It's in the script.
I understand that.
So back to like, and then like, my mom is not on her deathbed or anything like that, but it's just.
Oh, but let me finish.
Go ahead.
The whole point of me going off for that tangent is because death becomes a choice to me at a certain age.
But like, my mom's not on her deathbed. She just can't move around like she used to. You know, like it's just. And like,
how old is she?
76. She'll be 77 this year.
I don't know.
She'll be 77 this year. So,
what else is there for her to accomplish?
My mom has done more than enough.
But that's my question. You know.
But no, I mean.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like
she's still good, man. Like, she's still good. She gets up, whatever. She just needs more help from her family.
But do you want her to continue living because you want her to continue living, or would you be okay with her passing?
No, it would be devastating. Everybody would be devastated. If my mom was to pass away, everybody would be devastated.
Do you think that's selfish though?
No, I don't think that's selfish. She's done so much for us, you know.
Right. So do you think it's selfish for her to still be around in this state?
If she was ready, then I wouldn't be selfish. But she's not ready.
Mm-hmm. Have you asked her if she's ready?
I haven't, but I can tell. She's enjoying her grandkids, her great grandchildren.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think that she can actually see her great grandchildren be born. I can see it happening. And like, when I don't want to talk about death. I just want to talk about like, when I was up there, like, my mom hasn't been outside in a minute. Man, like, I have to carry her. Like I'm the only one that can carry her. I picked her up, took her outside. Man, the old lady
she has to be carried in order to move?
To go outside. Because there's steps and all that. But she can get
but
up.
She has a wheel?
A little walker, yeah. So she'll walk, a little walker, whatever. My mom has been handicapped for a very long time. So, like, she's always had a cane or some type of support.
What kind of handicap?
Just arthritis. She's had real bad, like, severe arthritis.
In her...
Everywhere. Her whole body, her spine, her knees.
Damn.
Dude, in 93, she had both of her knees replaced. Like, my mom has been
her name ain't Denise, is it?
Why would it be Denise?
No knees, Denise. I'm not talking shit about you. I'm not talking shit about your mom.
You was though.
No,
hey, bro.
Damn, you not go my iPad.
I didn't mean to do all that.
Yeah, I did. I was just kidding.
You deserve that.
You right. Whatever, dog.
But you deserve that.
Yeah, whatever.
But anyways, don't talk about
I wasn't talking shit about it. All right, whatever.
All right, so I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that shit, but you deserved it.
Yeah, whatever.
You deserved it.
Whatever.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I did that.
Yeah, whatever. Dog.
I didn't think it was gonna happen like that.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was just gonna come over like this.
Well, I don't.
I'm sorry. I didn't want your drink to fall.
No, whatever, dog. Continue.
I'm sorry.
Continue.
I apologize.
Sensitive ass. Go ahead.
I'm very sensitive about
my
mom. I'm not gonna lie.
I can tell.
I'm not gonna lie.
All right, go ahead.
So I took her outside. I carried her out, and like, she was out there in a little walker. She was walking, and like, she sat down and like has wheels, right? So she was out there watering her plants. So I felt good, I felt good that I took her out. Like, it's been months since she's been outside to be able to water her plants. Because that's the thing that she did. She would go out there, water her plants, take care of this, take care of that. And then, like, I had to carry her back in because she couldn't. It just makes it easy. She can go up there, but it'll take her, like, 30 minutes to go up the steps, right? So,
that's
like,
a long ass time.
Exactly, bro. Like, she's older and all that stuff. Like, I'll show you the video and everything, like how she kind of moves around. Yeah. So you kind of like get the point of, like, it's a sensitive spot for me about my mom.
What age do you think that you would be good?
What do you mean?
Good to go.
I don't know, man. like if God took her tomorrow, like God.
I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about you.
Whenever God takes me, bro. Whenever God takes me, like that's why I feel like we need to live our life. That's why I'm
right.
No. Yeah. You. We gonna get on the same. We on the same page. Like that's why I feel like when we're talking about like the community and all that. Like, hey man, like you don't know, man. You can be in a car accident.
I agree.
Coming out, like if you don't live your life to the fullest. Like, I want to be able to live my life to the fullest to where, like, if it happens tomorrow, like, my kid's like, hey, my daddy was there, my daddy did this, my daddy did this, my brother did this, my son did this, all that shit.
I honestly agree with you, and I think that's why I think that no shouldn't be a part of your vocabulary when you growing up. You know what I mean? Like, I don't give a fuck. Like my wife, my baby mama, my son, you know, my family members, if no don't exist to me. No don't exist to me because we got one life to live.
No, you hey man, like
sometimes do I regret?
We gonna clap that up, bro. I agree with you.
Sometimes do I regret not saying no? Hell yeah. But at the same time how would I have that experience without saying yes? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
and it'd be the little things too. It'd be the little things.
And I be telling you, bro, I have so many good experiences. I have so many like bad experiences, but I just have so many just experiences from that simple rule is don't say no to shit. Like don't say no to nothing. You know, just go out there and experience it. You know what I mean? No, and you take that however way you feel, and I'm not just talking to you. I'm talking to
everybody. We're talking to all of
y'all. Go out there and just say yes to everything. You know,
go one day with saying yes. When you would say no, and see what happens. I agree.
Go a whole lifetime. Like forget it. Like what's gonna happen? Like yeah. Sometimes you might say yeah to something, and you be like, man, I'm broke, right? So. But sometimes you can say yes some stuff, and it'll change your life. So I went to a Tony Robbins event, right? Business Mastery,
okay?
Because I own a couple of businesses or whatever, and I went there, and he was telling a story about how he was hanging out with all these super rich people. And this is when he first got a little bit of money. Like, he was rich to himself, but he was poor compared to all the people he was hanging out with, right? So they had went to the Great Wall of China, right? So they had popped in a private jet, and they had hit a couple countries. But this story of note is the Great Wall of China. So at the Great Wall of China, they saw all these great experiences. They saw all these vendors and stuff. And he was buying whatever the vendors wanted. And he was buying like gifts for everybody that he was there with, this and this and that. And one dude, so they was on a private jet, right? And then one of the dudes asking them if he wanted something. Right?
Okay.
And he was like, nah, man, like, I'm good. And he was like, are you saying, nah, you good because you ran out of money? And he was like, you was out there spending whatever the fuck the vendors wanted on all these things because you was trying to impress us. Mm-hmm. We all spent a quarter of the amount that you spent on the exact same stuff. We didn't bring you here for how much money you have. We brought you here because we wanted you here. You don't have to try to impress us with money. Because we brought you here because we want you here. Bro. Yeah. And that story stuck with me so hard. Right? It stuck with me so hard. And I have friends that are doing a lot better than me. Right? And when I hang out with them, I'm the poor one. And because of that story, put it in my head that like they want me here because who I am, not for what I can bring to the table. Yep. They trying to teach me something. They trying to show me something. I'm just here to absorb. You know what I mean? And when I'm with my friends that I'm doing better than, they're doing the same thing. Or they should be doing the same thing. And sometimes I gotta say, hey, I brought you here because I want you here, not because I want you to do something for me when you get here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like those stories influenced my yes mentality.
And just recently, like a couple days ago, we're on the same page. Like, anytime that I take my daughter out, I always get her something. $5, $10.
Mm-hmm.
I always get her some little bullshit, little toys or whatever, right? And like my sister, like certified, I'm gonna call her certified. That's her name, certified. She's certified. She was like, every time you go out, you can't be buying her something every time you go out and this and this and that. And I was like, why not? I was like, why not? That's my baby.
Yeah.
Like, that's my baby. I don't care. Like, there's times that I won't get her shit, but like anytime, bro, we drove maybe 40 miles to go to an outlet or whatever, right? You know what I bought? A fucking toy for my daughter, and that was it, and a refresher, and we left.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, you guys went all the way out there and just got her that? I was like,
bro,
when we were there, that's all I got her. And it's not like I did it just like she wanted something, I got it for her. If I can provide, I'm gonna provide.
Yeah, bro, my dad, Funky Dick.
Leather crotch.
Right, he
I'm sorry. That's just funny, dog. Oh, your grandma's hilarious, bro.
Right.
Like,
So
we gonna big up to your granny, bro.
So hey, big up to granny. Hey, Funky Dick, he taught me something real, and I think I'm gonna teach everybody else the same thing. my dad told me it don't matter how much money you got in the bank, whatever. You need to have enough money in your wallet to make sure that whatever woman, he didn't say whoever you with, he said whatever woman you are with, whether it be your mom, your girlfriend, your wife, your daughter, your significant other, your friend that's a female, you need to have enough money in your wallet to make sure that she can get something to eat and something to drink.
Facts.
It don't matter what kind of woman she is, but as long as she a woman, you need to make sure as a man that you got enough money in your wallet to get her something. Because you don't never know where you at. They don't take card. You don't never know where you at that you just ain't got no money in the bank. You don't know. It don't matter what your financial funds is. You need to always have some money hidden away in your wallet, either beknownst to you or unbeknownst to you. But when it's time to pull it out, you know where it's at. So the woman that you with has something, can get something, so she's satisfied. It don't matter if you only got enough money for her, cause you gonna be alright.
Yeah, and
you know what I'm saying?
Like,
at least that's the mentality I grew up with.
My father, like, he wasn't really around, but he told me one thing, like, regardless of what you have or whatever, you pay for everything.
Mm.
You pay for everything.
Yeah.
Like, you never have. I was like, he told me this. He told me one thing. I was like, even if you're broke and you're out, and like the card comes out, like, or whatever, like, you never see anybody.
Yep.
You're the one that pays.
Yep.
If she wants to pay, she's gonna give you the money underneath the table,
yep,
and then you're gonna pay. So you look like you paid.
Facts.
And when he told me that shit, it was just like,
hey, and guess what? Hey, Craig, that's exactly why we've knocked your goddamn plants over. Where all the cameras, whatever they at. Hey, Craig, that's exactly why we knocked your plants over, man. Cause you ain't have enough money to make sure my mom was straight. That's what it was. Hey, and that's it. Like,
like my son is kind of like me, right?
Yeah.
Like, I asked
him. Oh, you still cleaning that shit out your carpet, bro? I was. Motherfuckers think I'm talking about some shit that happened like 5 years ago. Nope, I was 8, bro.
Like 20-something years
ago. Hey, what they say on Superbad? People don't forget. That's facts. You know?
Hey, all right, so my son,
he don't 8
want
years old, fucking his shit up.
My son don't want shit. I be like, hey, you want this? Like, no. No. He always say no, right?
Cause yeah.
Cause he's simple, right? He's simple. He wants simple shit, right? He want white Air Force Ones, white this, white whatever, right? The style he wants, right? Man, I had to. We went to. I thought we went to go shopping. I took my sister shopping. I was like, look, we going. I don't care if you broke, nothing. Like I got you, whatever, right? So we at this store, right? And I told my sister, like, just whatever you want, you know what I'm saying, like whatever. I told my son, like, you want this? He was like, no. I was like, I told my look, D'Angelo, you're not leaving the store until you get something. That's the only way this little motherfucker went to go get a shirt. He got a shirt, some shorts or whatever. Boom, put it in a little cart, and we got him and shit. I was like, that's what I gotta do to get you some shit. It was like, whatever, you know. And then like I was like, man, I'm just gonna buy him shit. Like every time, like my daughter always gets shit, and I don't want him to feel left out. I was like, you want something? He was like, no, I'm okay. I don't need anything. Kind of like me, like, no, I'm okay. Kind of like my dad.
Well, that's because you know you're gonna be eating hot dogs and 7-Eleven.
No, but it was like, no, I'm okay. Like he got everything he needs. Like his mom got money. Like, you know, I bigs up to his mom. Like she a good woman and shit like that. She holding her own.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I just said fuck it. Like recently I bought him a gaming chair. Right. I didn't even tell him. I was
Which
like,
one?
I think it's the one you got. Kind of like that one. And I just bought it for him. Like, man, fuck it. I'm just gonna buy it for him. You know, like he gonna take it or whatever. And I texted his mom. I was like, hey, does he have a gaming chair? Like, I know he got this gaming shit, and we got him this shit and this shit. I was like, no, I got a gaming chair. Like, I bought him one. Fuck it. And he gonna take it. So like, that's the shit I gotta do with my son. My daughter, she's like, daddy, toy, whatever. She 5. I get it, right?
Yeah.
My son about to be 15. Like, he cool. You know, he got everything he need. He ain't asking for much. But I was like, at this point, I just gotta tell him, like, you ain't leaving until you get some shit. And that goes back to, like, to me, like, not saying no. Like, to you not saying no.
Yeah. Bro, I feel you, bro. All the women in my life spoiled. My mom spoiled. My wife spoiled. My sister spoiled.
Yeah.
Shit. If you a good friend of ours and you a female, you spoiled. Like that's just the way it is, man. We like my dad taught me to take care of the women in my life, and that's it. You know. I have all the money and know how and do whatever to do whatever the things for me. But as long as you good, you good. Like shit, my wife do this too. Like we'll be somewhere random and she'll be just
shout outs to Sheila.
Yeah.
Your wife's amazing, bro. Like she's amazing.
Yeah, she is. So like we'll be somewhere and she'll be like, hey, do you think so and so would like this? And I'm like, shit, I don't know. But like like I feel like we pay attention enough to them to know their style or whatever. So yeah, let's get it. So bro, we be like, dog, we be having like little gifts for people just chilling until we see you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like until we see you, like just
it's ghosting.
Yeah, exactly. Like until we see you. So like once we see you, we just show you like, hey, you know, like beyond this moment, we think about you.
Yeah.
And we appreciate you and this and that, you know.
And like, man, like you guys out there, you know, like if you feeling this, feel us, hit that button or whatever, like.
Yeah, hit all
just
that.
Remember that.
Like, subscribe, comment,
just remember that.
To your friends and family.
I mean, we doing this for us. You know, like
facts.
I don't care if
this is purely us having conversation.
Bro, I don't care if I get 1 like, 2 likes, whatever. Like if you guys are enjoying this and you guys are sitting back there and then you know you got your drink or whatever, like you know, like
hey, that's what we should do every time. As soon as we pull up, pour y'all drinks out.
Yeah, get your drinks ready.
Get your drinks ready. That's our new thing. Hey, get your drinks ready. It's time to go in.
Yeah.
You know? And sometimes we might talk about some of the similar stuff that we talked about before. Sometimes we might talk about some new stuff. We'll talk about what's going on in the world. But at the end of the day, this is a forum for everybody to get off of their chest what they got on their chest. It could be the same thing that we had last time, but if we leave this situation, if we leave this room, if we leave this studio, and you feel better about yourself than you did before you walked in,
we did our thing, bro. We did our thing.
That's 100% what I want. That's it, 100%.
We did our thing.
That's what I'm here for.
All day.
That's what I'm here for,